Hi there, Working Homeschool Mom. This is Charlotte from Charlotte Jones 24/7 and My Little Homeschool. And this is episode number 62 of the Strike a Balance podcast for Working Homeschool Moms. And today we're going to be talking about, some would say a taboo topic, but I think it's something that all women should really consider. And that is cycle syncing for month-round ease and joy. So as women, we have a lot going on inside. Our bodies have to create life, and this comes at a price. And I know a lot of us try to work at peak productivity every single day, but instead of fighting our natural rhythms, it's possible to hack them for more ease and joy during the month. But before we get to the episode, I would be ever so grateful if you could rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. It just means that more working homeschool moms can see it, and that way we can build a supportive community together. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome to the Strike a Balance podcast for Working Homeschool Moms. This is Charlotte Jones. I'm a homeschool coach and homeschooling mom of twin boys. I know it can feel really overwhelming to keep all the balls in the air all the time. So each week I chat about tips and strategies for being a happy and thriving working homeschool mom that you can implement in your life too. I also speak to awesome and inspiring women who manage to juggle homeschooling and work successfully and find out what their secrets are. Be sure to check out my time audit and mindset challenge in the show notes and sign up to my newsletter for lots of cool freebies. And if you ever need to chat, please book in a session with me. I'm so excited for you to be here, and I hope you'll get so much value out of this episode. So let's get started. Are you looking for a new math curriculum? Well, I'm thrilled to introduce our favorite math curriculum to you. CTCMath specializes in providing online video tutorials that take a multi-sensory approach to learning. Favorably reviewed in Cathy Duffy's 102 Top Picks and the old Schoolhouse crew review, the lessons are short and concise to help your children break down concepts and appreciate math in a whole new way. The lessons are taught the traditional way and not to a test. Each one of the video tutorials is taught by an internationally acclaimed teacher, Pat Murray, who is renowned for teaching math concepts in a simple, easy-to-understand way and in only a few minutes at a time. Using a multi-sensory approach means having the combination of effective graphics and animation synchronized with the voice of a friendly teacher together with a practical assessment. This three-pronged attack makes learning so much easier and more effective. Even students who struggled with math are getting fantastic results, and ones who were doing okay before are now doing brilliantly. Visit ctcmath.com today to start your free trial. CTC Maths is generously offering my listeners an amazing special. Go to www.ctcmath.com/MLH to get a half-price discount plus a bonus 6 months for free. That's ctcmath.com/MLH. As women, we have a lot going on inside. Our bodies have to create and carry life after all. But this comes at a price. And I know that many women are really hard on themselves and want to work at peak productivity every single day. But I'm here to suggest that instead of fighting your natural rhythms, why not hack them? So let's talk about cycle syncing. But before we chat about cycle syncing specifically, let's discover what an infradian rhythm is. This is a cycle that lasts longer than 24 hours, unlike the circadian rhythm we've all heard so much about. And yes, our menstrual cycle is just such an infradian rhythm. So we spend a lot of energy making sure our circadian rhythms are happy. We should all be prioritizing sleep anyway, but we often neglect the longer one. And I think society does as well, to be honest. I guess it's because men and women sleep, but only women have periods. But your infradian rhythm can help a lot with general well-being, productivity, and health. And as a working homeschool mom, you need to be sure you're looking after yourself, right? Your brain and ovaries release hormones, if you're still getting a period, in order to make ovulation happen. And as someone who's experiencing menopausal symptoms, I feel every single drop of hormone throughout the month. If you know, you know. But it's made me so acutely aware of how my cycle affects everything I do. And that's why I wanted to share how important it is to take yours into account and to make it work for you. So let's break the cycle down into its phases. I know obviously that not every woman is the same, so these could look different for different people. But basically, your period is broken down into 4 different phases. The first phase is the menstruation phase from days 1 to 5. After this, the follicular phase follows from days 6 to 14. And then you have the ovulatory phase from days 15 to 17. And lastly, the luteal phase from days 18 to 28. So each of these phases can feel very different in terms of energy and mood. And that's why it's important to be aware of them and then to plan your working homeschool mom life accordingly. So what exactly is cycle syncing? Cycle syncing is a term coined by functional nutritionist HHC AADP Alisa Vitti. She created it to help women balance their hormones with food, supplements, and self-care, and to do things at the right time in order to live a life at an optimal level. And I really love that she says also to change the world. Her TED Talk is really inspiring. I will leave it in the show notes. And she speaks about many lady problems, I'm using those in inverted commas, obviously, that can be corrected with correct eating and exercising at the right time. But she also speaks about how this can really help to align your life. She says that our bodies are a blueprint for how to live. And I think that's pretty cool. I just have to say, please always check with your doctor before making any major changes to your diet and exercise routine. Let's talk about applying cycle syncing to working homeschool mom life. Firstly, you need to track your period. There are loads of really great apps out there, so it just depends on what works for you. I simply use the health app on my iPhone. Now we can look at how to apply the concept of cycle syncing to your daily life. I'll look at each phase of the menstrual cycle and give you some ideas for what activities to do and to avoid. The first phase, like I said, is the menstruation phase, and we all know that having a period can be crappy. It's because your hormone levels are low and you're tired. According to Vitti and Mary Vance, a holistic nutrition consultant, you have to do the following. Eat lighter and easier to digest foods. Avoid alcohol, sugar, processed food, gluten and dairy, anything that can cause additional bloating. Do soothing exercises like restorative yoga, rest, and take extra care of yourself. But this is also a time of reflection, Vitti says. And as with the new moon, the start of your cycle is a time to set intentions, make difficult decisions, and reflect on the month that's passed. So you could do your homeschool lesson planning during this phase, discuss future plans and dreams with your partner, do yoga with your children, have easy, slow days rather than going out, do read alouds and low prep activities in homeschool, make meal times really simple and easy, do minimal cleaning in your house, and go to bed early. The next phase is the follicular phase. So once your period is done, you can start getting creative and you can change up what you eat, how you work out, and what you do. Some recommendations are to eat ground flaxseed and any liver-supporting food or cruciferous veggies. And now you can do some energy-boosting cardio as well. So here are some activities that you can plan to do during this phase. Think about the details of a big career move. Do arts and crafts alongside your family. Have fun with creative writing. Start something new and exciting you've been putting off. Cook interesting meals and be sure to make extra for those lower energy phases. Clean the areas in your house you tend to avoid. After that, you have the ovulatory phase. This is the phase where you can eat richer food to support the work your body is doing. And with your hormones at their highest level, it's also time to party. Now's the phase to eat meat, seafood, and healthy fats, and you can also up the intensity of your workouts and cardio. This is the phase where you want to get out of the house, so you can plan big field trips during this phase, have a dinner party or go out with friends, get together with other homeschool families, find a community on Facebook or even take some coaching sessions, have difficult or important conversations with your partner or kids, take lots of things off your to-do list, deep clean areas in your house, and go on an interview for your dream job because you're going to be really, really irresistible during this phase. And lastly, you're going to enter the luteal phase. So this is the final phase of your cycle. Surprisingly, it's not all grumpiness and PMS. It's also a good time to be productive, but in a calm and focused way. So now you can feel free to indulge your love of chocolate, but make a dark chocolate rather. And it's a perfect time to eat sushi and seafood and to up the complex carbs. Yes, please. Put the trainers away and to get your yoga pants out again. You're probably tired from all the activity of the last two phases, so it's time to slow it down again. Start homeschooling later so that you can sleep in, watch documentaries with your kids while cuddling on the couch, or encourage your kids to work independently. You can finish up any projects for the month and rather decline invitations at work or for homeschool and rest and recuperate as much as possible. So just a few final thoughts on cycle syncing. As with anything related to health and well-being, be sure to do your research before you jump into something new and listen to your gut and your body. I'm talking to you, Charlotte Jones. Nothing is a cure-all, and being happy and healthy takes effort. So if you want to make changes to your lifestyle, remember my 4 steps to successful change. Start small, be consistent, be kind to yourself, and get support. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. Drop me a DM on Instagram or post on the Working Homeschool Moms support group over on Facebook, and let me know what resonated the most with you. It would also be great if you could rate, review, and subscribe, or share the podcast with a working homeschool mom who might need it. It's my mission to support as many working homeschool moms as possible. Until next time, take care. Hi there, Working Homeschool Mom. This is Charlotte from Charlotte Jones 24/7 and My Little Homeschool. And this is episode number 62 of the Strike a Balance podcast for Working Homeschool Moms. And today we're going to be talking about, some would say a taboo topic, but I think it's something that all women should really consider. And that is cycle syncing for month-round ease and joy. So as women, we have a lot going on inside. Our bodies have to create